Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. My name is AJ, one of the hosts here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin charts. So we have a few things to talk about, and some other charts to look at as well, with the likes of the DXY and the ES as well, which is the S&P 500 E-mini futures. Now we're going to take a look at these and have a look at them to help. Going to use them to help us determine where the price of Bitcoin could be going, because over the past few days Bitcoin has been very, very slow. This is why I haven't come live. If you follow the channel, you will know what I'm currently doing right now. I'm currently in a short position. However, the price hasn't moved much at all. So I'm just waiting for that price to move. And we're starting to see a bit of volatility come into the market. And we're going to take a look at that right now. So if that sounds interesting, please make sure you smash a like on this video. And we will jump straight on into the charts. So starting off with the Bitcoin 4-hour charts, what we can see is that for the past week, we've just seen the price continuously range sideways, okay, sort of between $26,630 and $28,900. Okay, not much volatility coming in apart from this area here. And taking a look at this, we could look at this as some sort of diamond pattern. With a diamond pattern, we do tend to see a big move like this within the middle, and then smaller moves on either side of that big move. So this could be something that we're looking at, okay? And if this were a diamond pattern, okay, I would look at this and I would actually say that it did break towards the downside. So there is a possibility that we could see Bitcoin move much lower, okay? But I want to look at some other things as well to help us determine where the price is going to go. And first of all, we have this major support coming in at 26,635, okay, which as of today, we have actually found some support off of it, and we are getting a slight bounce, okay? And the exact same thing happened back here, okay? The exact same thing happened on Wednesday, okay? We came and tested this level, tested it pretty much to the dollar, and now, and then we saw a bounce off of this level. Okay, why is this a major level? Well, previously it's been major resistance. It's also been major support once we've been above it. So we're going to continue to use this as support until the time comes. If the time comes, when we do, or if we do break towards the downside. Okay, so that's what we're looking. That's what we're looking at. Okay, now this level here needs to be held. Okay, $26,635 needs to be held. Or else, okay, if that is not held, okay, $25,200 is most likely that next target, okay. But if we can continue to hold this, okay, we can continue to remain within this range, we will most likely come up to the high of the range. If we can break the high of the range, then yes, we can move much higher to 30,000, okay. But right now we're just still ranging, okay, so there's nothing exciting happening at all, still ranging sideways, just waiting for something to happen. Okay, and until that happens, okay, we've just got to keep waiting. And if it does happen, of course, I will come live and I will update you with it. But the reason for why I've entered into a short position, okay, and if you watched the video a few days ago, you'll understand why I'm in a short position as of right now. And that is because we were forming bearish divergences coming into major support, okay. So first of all, I'm going to show you a previous example of something we traded, okay, and I showed you me trading this. And this was this trade from up here, okay? We came into $25,200, forming a bearish divergence, okay? Pulling up the RSI here, we can see lower lows on the RSI, and then on the price action chart, we can see higher highs, textbook bearish divergence, okay? We were forming that bearish divergence, coming into major resistance. So what did I do? Well, I shorted, and I told you that I was shorting this area here, and we can see that that short played out really, really nicely, and I told you, I took 100% of the profits out of the trade right here at $21,473. So that was a really, really nice trade for us. And in that trade, we made over 100% profits within that trade. And I'm doing the exact same thing, trading the exact same strategy, okay, which worked for us last time and is hopefully going to work for us this time, okay. Again, I've entered into a short position. The entry of my short position is around $28,350 because I did actually add a little bit more to it. Okay, but initially I was shorting between these two blue lines, between 27,740 and 28,000 876. I have been shorting that area there. Okay, and as you can see right now, with that entry at $28,350 approximately here, okay, we are in a nice profit. Okay, we are in a nice profit as of right now. But I'm looking for lower. I am still looking for lower for Bitcoin, okay, because this is one big bearish divergence. Okay, let me just show you it. Okay, one big bearish divergence after divergence. Okay, so we have a bearish divergence here. Okay, and then we have an even bigger bearish divergence here. Okay, so forming higher highs on the price action chart, but then lower lows on that RSI. Okay, and on the CVD as well. Okay, higher highs on the price action, lower lows on the CVD. Okay, which is another good indicator to use to look for divergences. Okay, and what we're seeing is that Bitcoin is pulling back because of this divergence. Now, it hasn't pulled back as far as I would expect it to. Okay, I would expect it to come back down to $25,200. That is the target that I do have, where I'm going to take some profits off the table. Okay, because this is going to act as major support. Why? Major resistance there before the break towards the upside. And then if we come all the way back here as well, major resistance right here. Okay. So this is looking like a very probable scenario, okay, that the price is going to pull back from here, okay, and potentially find support here where, as I said, I'm going to take some profits off of the table because there's a possibility that we could get a nice bounce off this level. However, I want to still have a little bit left in that trade, or 50% left in that trade, just in case we do break towards the downside and we do move much lower, okay, and if we were to break $25,200, then the next level I would be looking at would be 21,473. Okay. But right now, okay, we're getting a rejection. But why aren't we seeing the price come down to $25,200 right now? Well, first of all, we do just have to come and look at the smaller time frames. Okay, remember, we're holding support at $26,635 right here. Okay, that's a support level. If we can break that, then yes, $25,200 is that next target. Okay, but right now we can't look at $25,200 being that next target because we're holding support right here. Okay, we're holding support on that 4 hour. So we just need to wait and see what happens with that 4 hour chart. And then if we break this, then we have a clear direction of the price going to $25,200. Okay, so that's one reason we aren't seeing that price pull back as of right now. Also, we're actually seeing this DXY pull back. Okay, we're actually seeing, looking at it on a larger scale, we're seeing the DXY pull back. Yes, over the past 2 days, we have seen the DXY push towards the upside, which has given Bitcoin a reason to actually pull back. Okay, but initially, I'm still looking at the DXY coming to 101. Yes, there's an opportunity for the DXY to come back up to 103.6, and from there, we could be looking at a rejection. Okay, back down to 101. But if we get up there and we break above this resistance and use it as support, we could be looking for higher. So that's what we've got to be careful of. But yes, for the DXY, because we've broken support here, I'm looking at the DXY coming down to 101, which is very bullish for Bitcoin as long as they remain inversely correlated. Okay. Then coming and having a look at the ES, what we're looking at within the ES is that the ES is holding support. Okay, we've known this for a while now. The ES has been bouncing off the support level. We are getting a nice bounce towards the upside. So I'm looking for the ES to come up to $4,155 as long as that DXY remains pulling back. Okay, if the DXY continues to pull back to 101, I'd expect that ES to continue pushing towards the upside. And if that is the case, the likely scenario is that Bitcoin is going to continue to push towards the upside as well. But I have entered into this short position. Reason I've entered into this short position is just solely based on the technical analysis on this chart right here. Okay. And to be perfectly honest with you, it's not the best trade setup, okay, that I've ever entered into. Okay, looking back here, we were actually seeing that DXY push towards the upside. It was a great entry, but what we have to realize is that sometimes Bitcoin and the ES are not always correlated. Sometimes Bitcoin and the DXY are not always inversely correlated. Okay, there can be deviations. Okay, and this is what I'm trying to catch out here. Okay, I'm assessing my risk. Okay, and I've assessed every little bit of risk, and I've told you guys, if we do get a break above $28,850, I will exit this trade, and of course I've got that 10% stop loss. Okay, so I have, got got my risk in, well, I have, established the risk and put in, my risk management. Okay. And I'm aware of that. And I am, set up, or I am aware that, I've already lost that 10%. Okay. However, if the trade goes my way, which as of right now it is, I can make some really, really nice profits off of this trade. Okay. If anything happens, of course, I will update you with it. But yeah, we don't have anything coming. Well, anything major coming. We do at the end of this month. At the end of March, the 30th, we have GDP growth rate. QOQ final, okay, core PCE price index as well, PCE price index as well. Those are all going to be very important, and I'm sure they're going to move the market as well. And then, of course, in just under 6 weeks, we do have the FOMC meeting. So we do have a long way until a long while until the FOMC meeting, which is going to be very, very important because the Fed have hinted that they could potentially pause the rate increases and maybe even reduce the rate hikes, by pivoting, potentially. Now, I don't expect this to happen, but it is a possibility, and we have to remember that those cards are on the table. Okay, I wouldn't expect it to happen, but we do just have to be aware of that as well. But as well, we have to look at when the Fed has pivoted as well. The market, the traditional market has actually tends to pull back at least another 30%, okay, before it actually begins its push towards the upside. Okay, so looking at the traditional markets, we could say yes, the traditional markets have bottomed, okay, and we are within a bull market. But we have to remember, every other time that the Fed has pivoted, we've actually seen the traditional markets form a new low of the bear market before then finally, beginning that bull market and then getting back onto that road of new all-time highs. Okay, so we do just have to be very, very aware of that. But right now for Bitcoin, I am short, and just waiting to see what happens with that. If we break $26,635, what's going to happen? Well, the market's going to go lower. We're going to go to $25,200. If we can continue to hold the support, then we could be looking at coming back to the range high at $28,950. If we can break that, then we can move much, much higher. Okay, but right now I am taking a bet that the market is going to move down based off this chart here, forming bearish divergences coming into major resistance between 27,741 and 28,876. Why? Okay, this has been a major level, coming into this bear market. Okay, we've used it as major support here before this big capitulation event here, okay, in the bull market. Okay, and this has been a big factor in the bull market. We've used it as major support here. Okay, major support after a break towards the upside, major support after this big pullback here. Okay, major support here. Okay, now we're coming into it as resistance, so it's going to act as major resistance. So we have to be aware of that as well. Okay, so that's everything I've got for you today. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you smash a like and subscribe if you're new. Turn that bell notification on so you never ever miss one of these videos. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next live stream. See you later, guys. Bye.